Yo, what's good? It's your boy Black Bond once again, and today we're going to be talking about arcade sticks because Hori is releasing a new line of sticks, and you know, I love the fighting genre, so I'd like to talk about some sticks. As you all know, the low model sticks that Hori uses for the PS3 and the 360 are the Fighting Stick 3, shown here, and the Hori EX2, shown here. Now what Hori will be releasing will be the Hori V-3 for the PS3. He uses the standard 6-button layout. It's got all the shoulder buttons around the top, and it's got some turbo functions up at the top as well. I mean, this will be the new low-end model for the PS3, which is for the people that aren't really crazy into fighters but still want a stick. Likewise, for the 360, they have the VX, which is basically the equivalent for the V3. 3 for PlayStation 3, X for Xbox, I guess that's what it is. They're pretty much the same thing. They use the Hori buttons, the Hori joysticks, and they have the turbo functions. Next we're going to talk about a Vewlix Mockup. I don't know what they're doing with this thing yet. Not much information is released, but from what you can see, it looks like the standard Vewlix cabinet stick with the SANWA buttons and the SANWA joystick. It's got the start button off to the right. It's got a little bunch of turbo switches and everything that you can see. And as you can see, to the right of the 6 white buttons are the button plugs or blank spaces, because you really only need 6 buttons, but I guess you could put in the new buttons if you want to. I wish my bottom right button in my Tournament Edition stick was taken out, because quite frankly, I do not like it. Next up, we'll be talking about the Tekken sticks for the new Tekken 6 game. There's going to be a PS3 version right here, and there's going to be a 360 version right here. And as you can see, them right there next to their HRAP counterparts above. Now what's interesting about these new Tekken 6 sticks is that they're both going to be wireless for the PS3 and the 360. And I was very skeptical about these sticks at first because, you know, wireless and arcade stick really doesn't work. It doesn't go together. People don't like it because of the latency issues. But Markman at SD Tekken has assured people, and he said he's tested it, and he says that it's not even a problem, that he actually likes the wireless stick, and if it comes down to him practicing, he'd like to use a wireless stick to practice over getting a stick and unraveling the cord, plugging it in, and putting it back up. That this one is much more convenient. So anybody who has any worries about a wireless stick not being very good, you don't need to worry. From what Markman says, this stick is pretty good, and you can take Markman's word to the grave. He is pretty much the authority on arcade sticks. So let's see, the last stick we have is Hori's Big Mamma Jamma, the Hori V. The 5, or the V as Markman calls it. This is going to be the new bad boy on the block. As you can see, they definitely were taking note of Capcom's Street Fighter 4 Tournament Edition stick, as they have the same button layout. They abandoned the whole pinky on the right side and the last 2 buttons on the 4th column dropping, so where your pinkies would fit in favor of the Tournament Edition stick's button layout. It kind of actually doesn't kind of, it does resemble a Vewlix arcade cabinet board stick, because you can see the start button is off to the right just like it would be in the arcade. And then it's got the turbo features up on the top as well, and from what I've heard, it also has a compartment to roll your cable in and tuck it in the back. And you can also see at the very bottom that it has a port for a headset jack. Realistically, you can obviously see that Hori's been taking notes from Capcom and its stick, and you can obviously see that they view it as a good stick in competition because they're trying to make their new shit too. I would assume that this stick is going to be full SANWA, and if not full SANWA, then they'll probably make a HRAP V Special Edition SA or whatever they call them that will be full SANWA. But yeah, if I was looking at a stick to get out of all these, it would definitely be this one, because I like top of the line shit and I'd just like to have something different, and this one looks where it's at, especially if it's going to run full SANWA. I'm not really sure if these things will use QDs or not. I do know that the V3 and the VX are not going to be using QDs, so it could be difficult to mod them. Obviously, the Vewlix Mockup will be using QDs. It'll probably be much of the same thing as the Tournament Edition stick. As for the HRAP V, I believe it is. I am not 100% sure, but I'll probably be making a video on these in the future because I think like some of them are kind of mock-ups, and not really finalized or anything, and information really isn't 100% out. These things were unveiled at the Tokyo Game Show, I believe, so you know, still kind of new, just trying to give people a heads up, and when more information comes out, I'll let you know about it. This is Black Vaughn 1.